Now, for my Auburn fans out there, man, I'm going to get y'all take, man. What do you guys think about John Sumrall being a legit candidate for you guys this year, right? In terms of obviously getting that head coaching job for the Tigers. I do think it is a big splash. I mean, what other guys would you maybe go for? John Gruden, James Franklin. That doesn't seem like that's a fit in Auburn with what he does humbly. Lane Kiffin, that's likely not going to happen. Brent Key, he's already shut down those rumors. Or do you go, obviously, you're a coordinator right now that's leading your team, nearly pulled off an upset win over Vanderbilt, obviously, in DJ Durkin? Like, what do you decide to do if you're Auburn? I think this is a really good get. Now, obviously, this is a step up from Group of Five, obviously American Conference, to the SEC. So it will take a little bit of an adjustment to me. But how long is that leash? We've seen this year, about 5 of the 10 people that were fired this year, the SOS was one of the tops in college football. Right now, you guys can go check that stat via P. Nate goes. He tweeted about it. You know, you look at LSU, obviously, he's being a team, Florida, and several others that got fired. Now, for the Tigers, like I said, you need sort of a splash hire. I like Sumrall because he's been very successful in the last few years in that Group of Five in that American Conference. Remember, last year they were playing for a AAC, as they called it last year, championship, right? This year they played really well, and they have a chance to potentially play in another championship game. Now, they are total overall, I believe, 7-2, but they're 4-1 in conference play. Only loss was to UTSA, right? And excuse me, they're offensively obviously led by Jake Retzlaff, right? Remember, he was formerly at BYU before that whole situation happened, so on and so forth. I won't get into the details of that, but he had to walk on at Tulane, earn the job, leads them in offense, obviously passing the football and rushing the football. And also have Shaz Preston as well as another guy that's been stepping up big this year. So overall, obviously, this is a coach that knows how to get it done. Now, is he ready for the SEC? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Just yet, because that's week in, week out. You can be beat, you could be upset, right? But I feel like he would be able to put together a team as he's always done. He's obviously, he hits the portal to build his rosters. 2, he plays at a high level and has continued to have his teams play at a high level. And 3, he does it with lesser talent. If we're being humbly honest, not saying these kids can't play, not saying these kids can't go, but he's not getting 4-star blue chip prospects, right? He's being very strategic with guys he gets out of the portal, and he has them fit into the scheme and the system that he has. Now, why does this help him potentially with Auburn? Remember, Auburn is a behemoth when it comes to recruiting. They always get some of the top guys. Now, lately has not necessarily been the case. They've been flipping a couple of guys, but pretty much for the most part, Auburn has always been kind of that blue chip in terms of getting top-end recruits to come to their campus. They're going to always get you at least, at bare minimum, a couple 4-stars. You look at Cam Coleman as being kind of a prize guy. Malcolm Simmons, prize guy, you know what I'm saying, out of high school, all coming from the state of Alabama, right? So Auburn and their recruiting staff does a really good job. So that part you're not going to have to worry about. And they've already shown the ability to spin in the portal and getting Eric Singleton Jr. this year and several other guys on the defensive backfield, obviously defensive line, and so on and so forth. We've seen Auburn, for the most part, has been able to stick into games because their defense has been playing at a higher level this year. So for me, I feel like Sumrall will be a really good pickup for them. And I feel like he'd be a guy that can get this program back turned around and competing, I won't say for SEC titles, but being a more complete team, obviously, you know, on the plains. I think he's the guy for the job. And obviously right now they say he's a serious contender. If I'm him, I'm going. The SEC money's different. The expectation is higher. The fans can turn on you quicker. But let's say you come out of the gates and you have a 9-3 season, 10-2. They're going to mess with you, man. They just want to see more wins. And I think this is a match made in heaven. And I think Sumrall will be the perfect fit for the Auburn Tigers. But let me know down below, Auburn fans, what do you guys think of this match?